I will be doing a broadcast. So I'm doing a my career, and so I'll be doing my career. I'll be doing this gameplay, show you guys the game and stuff. So I would like to get a few likes and a few subscribers. And so yeah. So let's get into it. Let's go. So guys, my player is only a 55. I just made this player today.
DJ Khaled.
So I was drafted to Charlotte first pick. First round draft. I came from UCLA. My high school was Fairview Tornadoes. And I am point guard. Anyways, let's see what I can do here. Let's see, I was playing in my park today, so I don't have anything. Usually I play with my friends, but I made a new account, so I don't really have any friends on this account. But yeah, okay, so here goes my first game for Charlotte Hornets. So I don't know if many of you know, but this isn't the funnest.
All right. You all know why we're here and what we.
I mean, I would say this game is better than 2K17.
My first
I know
NBA
many
game.
of you might not agree.
Can't
with
believe
me,
it's finally
but
here.
the thing
You
with
work your entire life for
2K17
something, and then when it's right in front of you, it's almost hard to believe.
Up everything,
but I'm ready.
kind of stupid.
And now it's time for me to show everybody I belong.
And I'm not
Do my best to represent Harlem.
Team, and I turn over the ball a lot, so you might see a lot of turnovers. So, yep. And so, let's go. Sorry about that, guys. That was my headphones. Anyways, this is my rookie season.
Welcome everybody to the day we've all been looking forward to.
Yep.
The start of a new NBA season on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kelly. Right now, folks, and the fulfillment of a lifelong dream, a special individual taking to the hardwood as we'll get to watch the first official NBA appearance from Freak.
You know, and what a huge moment this is for him. I mean, your whole life has been spent leading up to this, and finally he's going to get to take the court in the NBA. I mean, his mind has to be racing like a million miles an hour.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. I mean, there are all different kinds of pressure situations. This is about as nerve-wracking as it gets. But even so, I don't think it takes away from how much he enjoys it.
And Charlotte looking at who they've got. Williams down low with Jefferson. Lee out there with Freak, and it's Batum in at the small forward position. And he gets it to go.
And guys, I was a bit worried, but now we all know the rim doesn't have a lid on it.
Yeah, you can actually feel the tightness and tenseness with each miss. I'm actually glad to see they got that first one out of the way.
Williams with the block. To the middle. And it's Lee, that time on the assist from Batum.
And that's what you want to see. Good fundamental sound basketball with the bounce pass. And guys, you know, last year Marvin Williams signed a big contract, and he did not follow that up with big production. In fact, he tied a career low in terms of his field goal percentage at only 42, and not exactly what the Hornets were expecting from their new stretch four.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Well, a scary moment for Chris Bosh last year. He had to be shut down, Greg, as we all know, for the season after a blood clot was found in his lung.
Because I really can't say it. Not without that. It's Goran Dragic.
You know, and Kevin, it really puts basketball in perspective. I mean, it happened right after the trade deadline, and obviously a huge blow to the Heat in terms of their push for the postseason. But fortunately, it looks like he's going to make a full recovery and have a huge impact this season.
Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Erik Spoelstra. And what'd you find out, Doris?
I asked him what their focal point would be defensively, and he said that Al Jefferson is at the top of their scouting report. With his smooth, low-post repertoire and mid-range shooting touch, he can put up points in a hurry. He said they'll try to steer him to his left hand as much as possible and just hope for the best. Kevin, we'll see if they can force him into a tough night.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris.
You know, the Heat never really came back after losing Bosh. His presence on both ends of the floor is hard to replace, and they missed him a bunch.
Freak with it. Now guarded by Dragic. 6 to shoot. Here's Kid Gilchrist. And Whiteside sends it back. And it's out of bounds to the Hornets as Charlotte retains possession. A different look for Miami. Amari Stoudemire is checked in for Whiteside. Johnson comes in for Chris Bosh. And Winslow subbed in for Luol Deng. And a switcher also for Charlotte. Jeremy Lamb's checked in for Nicholas Batum. Here's Freak. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Freak with his first bucket in the NBA. What a feeling he's got to have right now.
And guys, I know I speak for everybody. Glad to see Chris Bosh back out on the floor. I mean, blood clots can be a very scary thing for anyone. And I think everyone is happy he's been able to make a full recovery.
You know, a team's rebounding is one of the great measures of its energy, and theirs has been terrific in the first quarter.
Yeah, they've brought it in terms of having another level of intensity right from the tip.
Freak dishes to Zeller. And he banks in the layup.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Wade outside. Stoudemire the screen. Wade gets to Dragic. And stolen by Freak. And here we see the debut of Freak, the kid from Harlem. His first time on an NBA floor. And Clark, it's a moment that he's worked very hard to achieve, and his family has got to be proud.
Extremely so, Kevin. It's been a long journey for him, but every level along the way, he's found success.
Guys,
High
you
school
know how to edit
phenom,
videos,
playing for a college championship. I wouldn't bet against this kid on anything when it comes to basketball.
Well, with Freak, Clark, there was a question whether he would stay another year in college. Really was a tough decision for him, but he ended up coming out after his freshman year.
And, Kevin, it's really hard to blame a guy like Freak for doing that. I mean, he's clearly NBA ready, and he's putting a lot at risk for every year he stays in school when he could be on the NBA clock.
It's Dragic with the drive. Winslow wide open. He fires. Hornets with the rebound. And here's Freak. To the inside. Here's Zeller. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
A nice run they put together here to bring it a little closer.
Yeah, they got hot. And I didn't think I'd be saying this a little while ago, but now this game's up for grabs.
Chris Bosh is checked in for Stoudemire. Up top, Dragic off the screen. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Dragic has got 6 points.
Right there, we saw Bosh opened up space for the shooter. Well done.
Well, I think it's been said about 1,000 times now how Coach Spoelstra started as a video coordinator with the Heat. But he's been with the organization for so long, they are starting to become synonymous.
Johnson, the pass to Winslow. Dragic kicks to Bosh. Williams with the steal. And the pass to Freak. Zeller against Johnson. Zeller dishes to Freak. To the paint. Williams passes to Kid Gilchrist. Just 5 to shoot. Feeds it to Zeller. Shoots from 12. Shot misses. Now the Heat take it the other way. Johnson kicks to Richardson. Down low. There's Winslow. And the layup's good off the glass. Now it's a 5-point Miami lead.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And the Miami Heat have finished in the top 2 spots or better in each of the years the Big Three were in town. Last season that changed as they would end up 10th in that Eastern Conference.
Jeremy Lin, he's checked in for Marvin Williams. And he sinks the second. And for the Heat, once the bullies of the Eastern Conference, they had a lot of trouble keeping up with other Eastern Conference teams.
Kevin, they finished 25 and 27 against the rest of the conference. Played under 500 against the East at home, which really negated their chances for the playoffs. And look here at the Heat, how they ranked in the NBA last season. 6th in opponent points per game, 11th in field goal percentage. And they were in the top half of the league in steals as well. Pretty impressive.
And back to their ranking in terms of opponents' points per game. Kind of an old school stat, but sometimes pace of play can factor in. But make no mistake, they made things difficult for their opponent.
Outside Dragic. It's Bosch with the drive, and that one's good. And the Heat lead by 6.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Kid Gilchrist. Charlotte no good that time either.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
I hope you guys enjoy this video.
1:16 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Johnson. Soft touch off the glass. Johnson's got his first basket of the night.
And they can up the ante a little bit there after that basket.
Yeah, you know, their lead's increasing, and they've got to be feeling better and better about the way this game is starting to play out now. So we'll see if they can close it out.
I'm trying to get assists, but my team is trash and did not finish inside. Job duty.
46 seconds left to play here in the first. Left side Bosch. The kick out to Dragic. The 3. Basket is good. The assist from Bosch. 9 points for Goran Dragic.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Here's Freak. He feeds it to Zeller. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
And Lin with a clear path to the hoop. And he gets the bucket.
Now that's a momentum shifter there. A steal leading straight to a quick bucket.
Yeah, and a great way, Clark, to capitalize on the turnover. Don't waste any time. Get the ball right up the court.
Here's Bosch. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It goes on Cody Zeller.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much to
Good look for Miami. Whiteside's checked in for Johnson. Bang comes in for Winslow. And Dwayne Wade is subbed in for Richardson. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Williams, he's checked in for Cody Zeller. Batum comes in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Freak's checked in for Lamb. And it's Kemba Walker in for Jeremy Lin. Dragic is joined in the backcourt by Wade. The big men are Bosch and Whiteside. And it's Dang in at the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Miami.
Fellas, in this quarter, he's improved on what was already a very good performance in period number 1.
Dishes it to Jefferson. Dragic against Walker. Passes to Freak. The feed to Jefferson. Here's Williams. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Here's Dragic. He's got 9. Well, guys, no secret that Al Jefferson has never been known for his defense. Clark, mostly viewed as an offensive player.
Yeah, he really is strong down in the low post. But last season, Jefferson went out of his way to change that no defense perception of it.
They set the pick, and it's Dragic with the foul. That's his first foul.
And the Executive of the Year award is an odd one. I mean, given yearly to the executive that was deemed to have had the best year with their roster, that is perhaps the hardest thing to evaluate.
And it's Walker penetrating, deflects the pass, and stolen by Whiteside.
That's a hard pass to make when the defense has that many people in the paint.
Wade misses. Hornets trail by 14. And for the Executive of the Year award, it's hard to evaluate because for GMs, Clark, it takes years of moves to reach a certain point.
Yeah, it's an annual award, but it's awarded for years of decisions, if that makes any sense. One big signing or trade isn't quite enough to win the award.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Heat.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
And also, how about how well they defended the rim? Not just blocking shots, but also altering them here in this first half.
Shots good by Jefferson.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
The Heat leading by 14. Dragic kicks to Whiteside. Wade outside, puts one up from 19, and the shot falls short this time.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Trying to get a double.
The Heat have gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field.
Anyways, I hope we can get a victory for the win here. We are down
Kid Gilchrist checked in for Charlotte. So we've reached the end of the first half of play.
9.
Well, obviously a lot of ground for you guys to make up in that second half. Do you expect Coach to shake things up to try to jumpstart you here in the third?
I wouldn't be surprised if he did. We came out and laid an egg that first.
Guys, you know what I hate about
right now, interchange the wake us up.
Stupid animations where you make your player talk and then his mouth is all flirty and crap. That's just stupid. Anyways, I'm going to skip this.
And the third quarter about ready to get underway. Dwayne Wade. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, Clark, made the difference.
Well, you know, at this stage, you've got to
You got to forget about that one.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Guys, I know usually I'd spend my money on
Welcome
stuff,
back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation. Goran Dragic.
They asked an awful lot from him tonight offensively, and he delivered. When they needed a big bucket, he was the guy they turned to, and he delivered, like I said. I mean, this guy was unbelievable. He did not shy away from the moment.
What a tremendous game for Dragic. This guy is a fantastic point guard. Whenever he's on the floor, the offense just flows so well. He can penetrate. He can start to break.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA.
So guys, I will try and do 3 games of my rookie season, and then I will do the next 3 on another episode or another video. And anyways, I will be doing other games. I like Call of Duty, Black Ops 3. Okay, so there will be 3 main games I will do. I'll only be doing 4 of them, and that will be Madden 15, NBA 2K16, Black Ops 3, and Infamous Second Son. And I will do anything about those games. For Infamous Second Son, there is 2 parts to the game. There's an evil side and a blue side. So I will have another account. I'll have another one, and it will be for the evil side. I already have a video already for the good side. And this account. And so, yeah. Actually, I have 8 games with my rookie season.
Coming
so
home.
I'll try and
New
make
York
this
City, baby.
video
I'll be honest.
four
Pretty
games
excited.
if it's possible.
Mama,
Because
Pops,
the time is
Cece,
only until
they're
30
gonna be there.
minutes.
Playing in front of them in the NBA uniform for the first time is going to be a special moment for me. Now, I know all of Harlem's going to be watching.
I can
No
win
pressure, right?
this game.
It's all good, though. I've been waiting for this my
The
entire
last game was
life.
just
And I'll be
upsetting.
ready.
Yeah. So if you guys have any comments or anything, just let me know under the comment section. And if you have any things or any games you want me to do, just let me know. I might go out and buy them. I might not buy all of them because I am only...
We're coming at you from beautiful New York City as the Knicks prepare to take the home court. Looking at the last game for the New York.
Depending on the game.
We're going with almost an entire new group. Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for Lopez. Thomas comes in for Porzingis. Derek Williams checked in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Calderon in for Aaron Aflalo. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Zeller is checked in for Jefferson. Hansborough's come in for Williams. Kid Gilchrist is checked in for Jeremy Lamb. And Freak subbed in for Kemba Walker. On the court for the Hornets, Freak, he's in at point guard. Michael Kid Gilchrist out there with Tyler Hansbrough. Then it's Zeller, and it's Batum in at the 2 spot.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
And here we go. Fast break. Calderon's got it. Off his foot. And the official saying it was kicked. Jeremy Lin, he's checked in for Nicholas Batum.
Okay, so I don't know if I'll get all 4 games. First starter factor is a rating that combines off the court decisions of how well you call the pitch and what you want to put. Keep an eye out for specific instructions from the coach. The better you able to follow them, the more you see it or get take some time off the clock and take some.
Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. As you take a look at Charlotte, solid start to the season so far, sitting in 6th place. And, of course, the Knicks, a half game back.
And I think for Charlotte, they've looked very solid here to start the season. What surprised me the most is just how much confidence this group is playing with.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Greg. I mean, that mental toughness bodes well, very well, for them once we get later into the season.
Roten, no good.
Hey, I like creativity and the circus finish as much as anybody. But you better be sure you got a chance to make it.
And Charlotte had a lot of momentum going into last season off that playoff appearance. But they just stumbled out of the gates last season and spent the whole year playing catch-up.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
And it's denied. And they get it back. Williams dishes to O'Quinn. And can't hit the shot. But they're saying he got hacked, so he'll head to the free throw line. This is his first free throw of the game. And that one misses.
Shooting guard.
Taking 2 shots.
But I don't know.
And he sinks the second. Well, nobody said, Greg, being in the NBA was for the faint of heart. The Knicks in a few short years have gone from a playoff team, unfortunately, to the worst team in the NBA.
Hard to fathom, Kevin, that the Knicks did enter last season with playoff aspirations, but that quickly vanished. They were just completely overmatched and overwhelmed.
Rock hard finish there, guys.
And only one hand needed for that one.
Yeah, and sometimes that's all you need.
Thomas against Kid Gilchrist. Thomas kicks to O'Quinn. Misses off the right iron.
You know, the Knicks made the playoffs every season between 1988 and 2001. It's kind of strange now to see the Knicks struggle to get into the playoffs so often. Only 3 trips in the playoffs the last 10 seasons.
Roten with it, picked up by Kid Gilchrist. Outside Thomas, inside. Here's Williams. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And listen, the pressure is always on the Knicks to make the playoffs just because of where the team is. Being in New York can have its advantages, but it comes with expectations that your team will be in the postseason.
To the wing on the left. Charlotte moving the ball around. Just 5 to shoot. Nobody near Kid Gilchrist. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. Kid Gilchrist has got his first points in this one. And stolen by Freak. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Hornets.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
You know, another thing they've done well, guys, this first half is challenge shooters and change shots. A bunch of block shots early.
And that one's good.
If you want me to do dunks, just let me know. I will make another in my career. And I'll make my character an inside player, so he will dunk.
And with the chance, let's take a look now at the numbers for Calderon. Averaging 9 points per game, 7 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
Hey, every train needs a conductor, man. He unifies his teammates, sets the tempo, and they make some sweet, sweet music.
Here's O'Quinn, and that comes off the assist by Calderon. O'Quinn's got it all tied up now for New York. Charlotte has gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Freak passes to Hansbrough. Kid Gilchrist got space. And good, as it just snugged right down through the net.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
We've got 1:08 left here in the opening quarter. And stolen by Freak. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Ahead. Lynn's shot is off.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Calderon kicks to O'Quinn. Sinks the three-pointer. O'Quinn's got 6.
A room service dime by Jose Calderon.
There's 42 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Lynn kicks to Freak. There's the dish to Zeller. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. Just 5 on the clock. Freak with it, and Roten picks him up defensively. But they recover it. Freak dishes to Kid Gilchrist. Here's Freak. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today.
And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul.
But if you do want me to, I will make.
Now here's Roten. He's guarded closely. Williams with a clean look. And the 3 off target. Freak. Shot is off.
I only
at the end of 1, a close.
have just a little bit more time to broadcast.
And Jeremy Lin, a player who's come a long way in his time in this league, from going undrafted out of Harvard to
I wasn't sure, if my...
Well, on a game filled with some pretty big and new group in for the Knicks. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Lopez. Lance Thomas comes in for Porzingis. Williams, he's checked in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Tony Roten in for Jose Calderon. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Zeller, he's checked in for Jefferson. Hansbrough comes in for Williams. Michael Kid Gilchrist is checked in for Lamb. And Freak subbed in for Walker. We've got Williams. Thomas is out there with Kyle O'Quinn. Then it's Tony Roten. And it's Aflalo in at the 2 guard. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. And guys, Nicholas Batum is a real greyhound on the floor. The guy's got long strides, runs fast, long and limber. Clark, he covers a lot of ground.
Extremely active at both ends of the court, Kevin. Great versatility. He can defend 3 positions, and he's played big minutes for the Blazers.
Some good defense in the NBA, so let's check out the leaders. The Knicks fourth.
This is a team that takes pride on the defensive side of the floor. I mean, they play hard and they play together. They are a tough group to score on.
After making it to the playoffs in 2014, the Hornets couldn't repeat the feat in 2015. A slow start probably, Greg, more than anything else did him in.
Really disappointing season coming in with such high expectations, and 33-49, just not good enough to get into the playoffs in any season.
Hansbrough, the pass to Lynn. And there's the feed to Freak. 4 on the clock. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
You know, for the Hornets, they've not made consecutive playoff appearances since the team moved to New Orleans back in 2002. They just haven't been able to stay consistent enough to make it to the playoffs back-to-back years.
And guys, what's rough with the Hornets is that they were a consistent playoff fixture in the late 90s. Still, the team has never made it to the conference finals in its franchise history, and that should be a goal for them in the coming years.
It's not really a cheat.
Hornets trail by 5.
It's kind of a cheat for you guys if you still do for this game. So when your opponent goes down and sets
to the middle, knocks it loose, stolen by O'Quinn.
Get the ball for a shot.
Roten with it, now defended by Freak. Roten kicks to Thomas. Williams against Hansbrough. Here's a follow. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. And that's 11 points for Aaron Aflalo. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for New York.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
As I did say at the beginning,
the Knicks leading by 7. Roten kicks to Aflalo. Count the bucket. Aflalo's got 13 points in just this quarter.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Freak dishes to Zeller. Stolen by O'Quinn. It's deflected. Kid Gilchrist against Williams. Freak kicks to Hansbrough. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And guys, Tyler Hansbrough, as heavily a decorated player as we've ever had in college, has some.
If I knew how to, guys, I would add in some music, but I'm not pretty sure how to.
Seen his numbers steadily decline in the pros. Last season he was in for an average of only 14 minutes a game, the lowest of his career, and he also only averaged about 4 points a game, which also equaled the lowest of his career.
There's a screen by Williams. Roten, the pass to Williams. Lock at 6. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Freak with it, working on Williams. Freak with it. 6 points for him. And Zeller kicks to Freak. He feeds it to Hansbrough. Pass to Aflalo. Kid Gilchrist with the steal. And a wide open look for Freak. No good. And they can't put an end to this drive. Here's Roten. No good. And the Hornets now going the other way. Fresh from a win against Portland.
And then in that game, guys, I mean, the beneficiary of what was some very lackluster defense being played against them.
Agreed, guys. It was really quite shocking and disappointing how many free runs to the hoop they got. So that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
Knicks last season had a lot of problems here in Manhattan, and it showed all over the floor, Greg. And you played for this team. You know what it's like to play basketball in New York. Not a good record for them at home last year.
How about finishing 10-31 here and playing in front of a sold-out crowd every night? And one thing about New York, they're going to let you know when they're displeased. Worst home record in the East and second worst home record in the league.
That's what I call a captivating move there. He absolutely incinerated the D with that one.
I don't know if you guys caught that.
Aflalo dishes to Roten. That three off the mark.
Oh, boy, I tell you what, they don't get much uglier than the quarter he's had.
Yeah, and it's not showing any signs, Greg, of turning around here soon. I mean, this touch has basically gone AWOL.
Out of bounds, New York takes possession.
And, you know, for the Knicks, there were a lot of reasons why they were bad at home. Bottom 5 in field goal percentage against at home field goal defense, and third worst field goal percentage at home in the league.
Aflalo left side. There's the three. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting very healthy, 6 for 9.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hand. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. There's Freak, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Yeah, he's averaging 80% from the line, and he has been as steady as they come at the strike.
You know, one thing about getting going at the free throw line like he has this season, it can continue to carry over.
And both free throws good from Freak. And stolen by Freak. And that one's drained from the low block. Freak's got 12 in the game. Now Roten, 2 on the clock. No good.
So
that'll do it for the first hit.
You guys had the lead after the first, but now find yourselves behind. What's the mindset of this team heading into the break?
What's the mindset of the team heading into the break? Anyways. If you guys do have PS4, I'll have many friends on this. So if you guys can send me friend requests.
And it's been a back and forth game so far with no what for New York. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Lopez. Williams comes in for Porzingis. And it's Calderon in for Aaron Aflalo. Charlotte also making some changes. Cody Zeller's checked in for Jefferson. Kid Gilchrist comes in for Jeremy Lamb. And Freak subbed in for Kemba Walker. On the floor for Charlotte, Kid Gilchrist and Williams are at the forward spots. Batuma's out there with Freak. And it's Zeller in at the center, filling out the middle. Now here's Freak. He's covered by Roten.
How did I lose the ball?
Freak kicks to Zeller. 6 on the shot clock.
And
it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Well, it's still early in the season yet, but let's take a look at where the Hornets sit right now. 7th in three-point field goal percentage. 7th in points off turnovers. And they're in the top 10 getting into the passing lanes and coming up with steals.
And they've also enjoyed a lot of success from beyond the arc. I mean, as you can see by that top 10 ranking and three-point percentage, that's a shot they should continue to feature in their offense.
And New York making a change here. Thomas is checked in, and a switch here also for Charlotte. Lynn's checked in. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
A moment now to see the numbers for O'Quinn. He's averaging 6 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. And some pretty good numbers, guys. He's certainly making a contribution.
Better than expected. He still has a ways to go, but I like what I'm seeing right now.
And Kid Gilchrist kicks to Freak. At the elbow, Zeller. Lynn against Calderon. Right side, Lynn. Charlotte needs to get a shot off. Gets it down to single digits. 16 points for Freak. New York leading by 9.
I was trying to do
And Steve Clifford might not be the most famous coach in the NBA, but he has plenty of experience, and everyone in the league knows exactly how well-versed he is as a coach.
And Clifford in his third year now as head coach, Greg. That experience you were just talking about. He has 29 years of coaching under his belt now. He's a Van Gundy disciple. Clark was on the coaching staff for both brothers.
Yeah, and he's been with a lot of teams, Kevin. 13 seasons as an assistant for the Lakers, Rockets, Magic, and Knicks.
To the wing right side, out of bounds. New York takes possession. And with this chance, let's quickly go to our rookie leaderboard and find out who the top assist men are among the first-year players. Freak, third.
A number of gifted passers entering the NBA this season, and he's right up there among the very best. I like what I've seen from him as a distributor.
Yeah, I do too. I mean, he's always looking for the open man, Greg. Eyes seem to be all over in the back of his head as well. His arrow is definitely pointing up as a playmaker.
Williams passes to Kid Gilchrist. Can't get it to go. Good tee by Williams.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
And I will upload movies just for you guys.
Now here's Freak. He's got 16. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot.
I will do that as well.
Listen, the Knicks had a hard time scoring last year. Just lacked any real presence in the paint, and lacking that paint threat makes things easier for the opposing defense.
And he's good on the second.
Just absolute domination in this one for Freak. He has 17 points, and he's stolen the ball 4 times. He's showing us those quick hands today, both when he has the ball and when he doesn't.
Clark, you love the fact that he's a terrific distributor, but also, how about those defensive instincts? That's also been excellent today. I mean, if you're looking to get back into this game, you have to get tougher defensively.
Lynn kicks to Freak.
So guys, I am from Toronto.
Back to Lynn. No one near him. And that's good for 2. Lynn's got 5 now.
Not sure how he gets that pass off. I thought for sure he was going to pull the trigger.
And here is Roten. He's got 10. Puts up a 3. And it's Lynn with the rebound.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
And it's Freak missing. New York leading by 13. Calderon dishes to Roten. Back to Calderon for 3. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Last time they met was in Charlotte.
Yeah, a really close game between these two in that last matchup. It took a total team effort for them to get the win.
It sure did, and they got a lot of scoring from their bench, Greg, and I think that really was the crucial difference.
Thomas, that's good.
Uh-oh, a little showboating at the end of that one.
I saw Jeremy Lin just on. Apparently, he is cold. Like stone cold. Let's see, you can see the rings there. You can see his ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Knicks City Dancers.
We saw the ring. He is cold.
1:46 left to play here in the third. Lynn the pass to Freak. Feeds to Williams. It's a nice pass in here by Charlotte. Now here's Freak. Defense is right there. Up and in on the layup. Freak's got 7 now in this quarter.
Oh, nice drive there to get to the bucket, using some of that terrific agility that he possesses.
And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it. And Zeller kicks to Freak. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Williams has got 5 rebounds tonight.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far.
Hornets trail by 15. Here's Freak. 19 points in the game.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
Pulls it from 20. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Freak's got 21.
Check out these handles. That's rush hour handle. Not midday, not early morning. That's rush hour handle. That nasty spin just froze the defender.
Here's O'Quinn, and that one's good. O'Quinn's got 12 in the game.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passion on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
Freak with it, and Roten picks him up defensively. Here's Freak. And it's O'Quinn with the rebound.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Got it off in time. The shot missing. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up for the Knicks. Thomas checked in for Afflalo. And it's Williams in for Jose Calderon. The Hornets also changing it up. Williams comes in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And Freak subbed in for Walker. We've got Lance Thomas. Robin Lopez out there with Porzingis. Then it's Anthony. And it's Williams at the point guard position. That's the 5 for New York right now.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Overall, a down year for the Hornets in the 2014-15 season. A big part of that was that they would struggle on the road.
Yeah, and you know they had playoff aspirations, but as you said, those aspirations derailed because of the road struggle.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Aaron Afflalo. He's checked in for Thomas. And Roten subbed in for Derek Williams. Roten dishes to Anthony.
Sploosh.
Pass to Porzingis. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That's on Marvin Williams.
And last season, the Hornets ended with only 14 road wins. Even when they made the playoffs in 2014, they weren't a team that traveled well. It's something the team needs to figure out in order to get back into the postseason.
And, you know, as you mentioned, the road record for the Hornets was not that good. I mean, they really struggled late in the year when they seemed to almost give up. They lost their last 7 road games and 9 of their last 10.
Freak. And it's off the back rim. No good.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
Anthony on the wing, defended by Batum. And again, it's the Knicks missing. Hornets trail by 21. Freak passes to Batum. He dishes it to Freak.
And one priority for the commissioner this year was how the schedule worked. There were complaints about too many back-to-back games, and it was something everybody wanted to improve upon.
Roten, the pass to Porzingis. 13 feet away. Nice jump shot. Good. Porzingis has got 11 in the second half.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it. Good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
So coach wants us to get out there and do what we do. Don't worry about too much about precision. You play your own game.
Charlotte has gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Greg, as you said, the NBA schedule was something that needed change. Players were getting worn out with all the back-to-back games, Clark. It's you've been through it and you know firsthand.
And it's not just the back-to-back games, Kevin. It's the 4 games in 5 nights or the 7 and 10 days the league offers. I'm not sure how I like this. Use the rim to get some true hang time there.
Now, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff.
Okay, that was just
I'll buy that for now.
A good old-fashioned chin check right there.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. It's Anthony with the drive, and it's Lopez. Time on the assist by Anthony. Anthony's got 6 assists here tonight. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Knicks.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
You know, one other area they're doing well in is steals. I mean, they've knocked the ball loose a number of times and been able to track it down after the fact.
5 to shoot. Here's Lamb. Misses off the left iron.
They've shown effort and aggression in the paint right from the tip. Their rebounding edge is impressive.
And they're giving themselves extra possessions and have taken advantage of it. And that's critical. You can shoot a lesser percentage if you're getting more opportunities at the rim. And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Knicks.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capability.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for them, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And they're able to even the score of this series at a game apiece. Still 2 more to go in the season series.
Hard to say now how the final 2 games between them will play out, Greg, but one thing's certain. I mean, they're going to go at each other. This has become a very intense matchup.
And as we've come to expect, another big game tonight and an impressive exhibit for Anthony. You have to love the way that he was closing out on defensive trips. He would always body up, and it's why he ended with so many boards.
Freak kicks to Jefferson. Sinks that one from the post.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
New York with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's Grant. Williams dishes to O'Quinn.
So this is
screen by Grant. Back to Thomas. So no problem for New York as they...
Jose can...
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Anyways, thanks for watching if you did watch.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Jet as we present our Jordan Player of the Game.
Please subscribe.
Carmelo Anthony.
We've seen so many performances like that over the...
I hope you guys have a nice...
He has been able to do tonight.
All have a nice day. Okay.